Hey everybody, my name's Kristin. Welcome to your Friday afternoon workout. We'll give it probably another 2 minutes or so before we get started, just waiting for everybody to join in. For today's class, you're going to need a bench of some sort, or a box, or a chair, something sturdy enough that you can jump onto it, step onto it, and go over top of it. So making sure that you have that, and water, and of course, as always, if you want to play your own music, you're more than welcome to go ahead. So just waiting for everybody to join in. We'll give it another 60 seconds or so, and then we'll start. All right, so it looks like it is 1600 on the dot, so let's get started so we can enjoy our long weekend. Hey everybody, my name's Kristin. I'm an FSI, fitness and sports instructor here at CFB Edmonton, and today I'm going to be taking you through your full body HIIT workout. So just a couple housekeeping things before we get started. For today's class, you're going to need a box or a bench of some sort, something that's sturdy enough that you're able to step onto it, hop over it, so on and so forth. So you can take a couple minutes to grab that. Always making sure that you have water on hand. And if you want to play your own music at home, you're more than welcome to. I won't be playing music here, just so that you can hear me give all the instructions and so on and so forth. Behind the scenes today is my coworker Shelly. So if you have any questions, concerns, comments, she'll be there to guide you along and give you any answers that you might need. So just before we get into the warm-up, I'm just going to go over the disclaimer as always. So in response to COVID-19, PSP is offering virtual fitness classes to Canadian Armed Forces members. By using social media platforms, the virtual fitness classes tailored to Canadian Armed Forces personnel become accessible to all. Participants who are not Canadian Armed Forces members recognize and acknowledge that their age, health status, and physical fitness level are unknown, and it is entirely up to each individual to assess their ability to participate in this class. Since it is preferable to consult your physician before beginning any exercise program, we invite all participants who are not Canadian Armed Forces members to consult the Get Active questionnaire of the Canadian Society of Exercise Physiology and its reference document, which is just down below in the comments if you need to have a look. If you experience any pain or difficulty during the exercises presented in this video, it is recommended that you stop and consult a healthcare provider. Just also a reminder for any Canadian Armed Forces members who do sustain an injury, please fill out ACF 98. All right, so now that we got that ready to go, if you're just joining us, if you're a couple minutes late, you're going to need a box, a bench of some sort, something that you can hop onto, jump onto. It's going to be our only piece of equipment of today. Making sure you have a water bottle, and if you want to play your own music in the background, that's 110% fine. I just won't be playing any so that you can hear me. So let's get started into our warm up. I'm just going to move my bench off to the side. So making sure that you have enough room to warm up here. As always, we're going to start with the world's greatest stretch. So going down into a nice deep lunge, you're going to bend the inside elbow, take it all the way down to the instep of the inside foot, and then we're going to rotate belly button towards thigh and rotate inwards. Now we have 2 more on this side. And now we're going to flip over to the other side. So bending the elbow, trying to get that elbow down to the instep of the front foot, rotating inwards, trying to keep that back knee extended if you can. If you need to lower it down, that's 110% fine. Feeling that nice deep stretch in the front and inside of the hip. All right, from here we're going to go into a tall plank, making sure the core, the glutes, and the shoulders are engaged. We're going to go into shoulder taps. So you're going to tap one shoulder, hold for 2 seconds, and down. Tap the other shoulder, and down. Making sure we get that balance, that stability on each shoulder for 1 to 2 seconds. 1 more on each side. Perfect. All right, next we're going to go into our 90-90 alternating shin box. So you're going to take a position on the floor where your front leg and your back leg are going to be both positioned at 90 degrees. Rotating towards the front leg, you're going to make sure that your spine is nice and long, keeping the shoulders over top of the tibia or the lower part of the leg. You're going to hinge forward, Still staying nice and long through that spine. Come back. We're going to externally rotate the back leg, internally rotate the front leg, reversing over to the other side. So hinging forward, getting a nice stretch in the glute, outside of the glute of the front hip, trying not to use our hands as we rotate around. So we have 3 on each side and reversing over to the other side. Making sure you're not cheating and placing your hands down and then just switching your legs over. Really working on that active mobility to open up those hips. 1 more on each side. So 3 on each side, 6 all together. And coming back. All right, next we're going to meet in a low plank. So we're going to meet in a low plank and we're going to go through a limb reach sequence. So in your low plank, keeping your hips nice and still, feet can be as wide as you need them to be. You're going to extend your one arm, extend the other arm, lift one leg, lift the other leg. That's 1 round. We have 3 more for a total of 4. So arm, arm, leg, leg. Last round here. Arm, arm, leg, and leg. Perfect. All right. Next, we're going to go into a bear crawl position. So you're going to have your wrists stacked directly over top of your shoulders, and knees are going to be stacked just below the hips. From here, we're going to go into a glute activation series. So you're going to start on either your right or left leg, and we're going to take that knee out to the side. From here, without dropping that knee, draw the knee back around into extension so the sole of your foot is pointing up towards the ceiling. From here, you're going to take that leg, you're going to sweep the inside of the thigh of your supporting leg, and then finish with a little bit of a drive through. So we're trying to take our hip to its limit and range of motion in each position that we put it in. So abducting, taking the leg into extension, making sure we're not losing the low back, keeping that core nice and pulled up, driving on through, and finishing over to the other side. So abducting, draw that knee back, sweep the inside of the thigh, and drive the knee all the way through. We're going to be doing lots of lower body today, so making sure those hips are all warmed up. Drawing it back, sweeping the inside of the thigh, and finishing it all the way through. Now, while we're in our bear crawl position, we're going to do some bear crawl holds to get our core and our shoulders activated. So, maintaining that nice stacked position of wrists just below the shoulders and knees stacked under the hips, we're going to curl the toes under and then lift the knees up off the ground about 2 to 3 inches. And we're going to hold. Brace that core. Keep it nice and tight. Squeeze the glutes for 3, 2, 1, and lower. Quick breath. We have 2 more just like that. So bracing, lift up the knees and hold. Here we go in that bear crawl. Nice 10-second hold here. For 3, 2, 1, and lower. Quick breath. Reset. Reposition and lift. 10-second hold. For 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next, we're going to take a side plank position from our knees. So, elbow is going to be directly underneath the shoulder, and make sure you set this shoulder. So don't let your bottom shoulder creep up towards your ear. Make sure that shoulder blade is rotated back and down and towards your back pocket. From here, you're going to make sure that your shoulders, your hips, and your ankles are all aligned. So the knee should be bent and slightly in front of the hips. From here, we're going to lift up into that side plank, pinching that bottom side of the hip. Extending the front arm, we're going to take that arm and we are going to reach it behind us as far as we can, and then we're going to rotate around. All the work should be coming from the bottom shoulder. So extend, we're reaching behind and rotating around. 2 more on this side, reaching around and rotate. Last one, reach and rotate. Very nice. Flipping it over to the other side. So remember, elbow directly underneath the shoulder, shoulders, hips, and ankles are all aligned, they're all stacked. Pushing off of that bottom knee, lifting up that bottom hip, extending the top arm. So we're in a great alignment here. Taking that top arm, reaching it behind you as far as you can, feeling that bottom shoulder work, and rotating back around. Reaching behind you, and rotate. 2 more on this side, reach, and rotate. Last one, reach, and rotate. Flipping back over to the other side, staying in our side plank position, we're going to go into some clam shells. And if you've ever done PT with me, you know that these are definitely a staple in my warm-up. So, taking that side plank position again, shoulders, hips, and ankles all aligned, coming up into that side plank. We're going to slightly dip down, pushing that bottom knee down into the ground. We're going to lift and open up that top knee and hold. And we're going to lower and repeat. So now it is not the top leg that you should be feeling. It is the bottom hip that you should be feeling, the bottom glute that is doing all the work. 1 more on this side, and press that knee down into the ground and lift. Finishing over to the other side. So remember, we got our nice alignment, shoulders, hips, and ankles, knees slightly in front, lifting up into that side plank position, slightly dipping the hip down, pressing this bottom knee down into the ground, and then lifting up into that clamshell. Lowering and lifting. So feeling that bottom glute work. It is not your top hip here, it's your bottom one. 2 more on this side. And last one, and lift. Perfect. All right, next we're going to take a prone position or a face down position for our next exercise. To get our shoulders nice and warmed up. So we're going to take a prone position like so. Keeping your chin tucked and your upper back engaged, so slightly extending up off the mat. Keeping your pinkies on the ground, you're going to extend them out at an angle, almost like you're making a Y. So now once you're here, your thumb should be pointing towards the ceiling. You are going to lift your thumbs or your arms up off the ground, hold for 3 seconds, and lower. Next, we're going to take our arms out to a T position. So we should be making a parallel line with our arms. Thumbs are still pointing up towards the ceiling. We're going to squeeze those shoulder blades together, hold for 3 seconds, and then lower. Next, we're going to flip palms down, bringing the elbows in closer, almost so that we're making a W with our arms. From here, we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades back and down, hold for 3 seconds, and lower. So now we just did one of Y, T, and W. We have 2 more rounds. So pinkies on the ground, extend the arms, thumbs are back, lift, and hold for 3, and lower. Out to a T, retract those shoulder blades, squeeze together, and lower. Flip palms down, elbows come in, making that W, squeezing the shoulder blades together, holding for 3 seconds, and lower. 1 more round, back to our Y, pinkies on the ground, slide them out, extend, and lift, hold for 3, and lower. Out to our T position, thumbs are still pointing towards the ceiling, retract, and squeeze, hold for 3, and lower. Back into that W position, last one here. Retract those shoulder blades, lift the arms up off the ground, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and lower. Very nice. Flipping over onto our back, taking a supine position. We're going to drive one knee in towards the chest. Other leg is going to be flat on the ground. We're going to squeeze our glutes together, pushing the heel down into the ground, and then lifting our hips up, holding for 3, and then lowering. We have 5 repetitions on each side for our single leg glute bridge. So squeezing the glutes together, pressing the heel down into the ground, lift, hold for 3, and lower. Making sure the core is engaged the whole entire time. Lift, hold for 3, and lower. 2 more. Lift, hold for 3, and lower. Last one. Lift, hold for 3, and lower. Switching over to the other side. One knee towards the chest, squeeze the glutes. Press that heel down into the ground. Lift, hold for 3, and lower. Lift, hold for 3, and lower. Lift, hold for 3, and lower. 2 more. Lift, hold for 3, and lower. Lift, hold for 3, and lower. Perfect. You can take a tall standing position, get into a little bit more of a functional warm-up. We're going to go through 2 sets of doing 4 squats, 4 reverse lunges on each side, and 4 inchworms. So we're going to go through a sequence, 4 squats, 4 reverse lunges on each side, 4 inchworms, and we're going to go through that for 2 sets. So if you're unfamiliar with an inchworm, you're going to take a tall standing position. You're going to bend forward, walking your hands out on the floor, performing a push-up, then walking your hands back towards your toes, trying to keep your knees as straight as you can and heels on the ground. Try not to let them bend and the heels pop off. So feeling that nice stretch through the hamstring. All right, so starting with our squats, going for a set of 4 here. Oh yeah, hips are warmed up. We feel good. 1, 2, so we're doing 4 each side. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're going into 4 inchworms. So bending forward, walking the hands out, push up, walking the hands back, and we're going for 4, 2, 3, last one, and 4. All right, set number 2, back to our squats. And 8 reverse lunges. 4 on each side. Woo! Legs feel warm. They should. We're gonna use them a lot. 1 more on each side. There we go. Into our inchworms. For 4. Last one. Whew. All right, we should be feeling warm. If there's any other warm-up stretches or exercises you want to do, go for it. Quick sip of water. Alrighty, let's get into this workout so we can enjoy our long weekend. Grab that bench, box, whatever you have. I gotta use a couple dumbbells to anchor mine down. So today, our workout has 3 parts, and this is part A. So part A that we're doing is going to be all lower body, mainly quads, that we're gonna be working. So we're gonna go through 4 sets of 8 repetitions of each exercise. If it's a unilateral exercise, which means that we're working one side at a time, It's going to be 8 repetitions on each side. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to demo all the exercises, and then we'll get started into our first set. So the first one that we're going to do simply is a step up. So we're going to complete all 8 repetitions on one side, then switch over and do the other 8 repetitions on the other side. So now when you're doing a step up, making sure that it's a fluid movement and it's not broken down. So as I'm stepping up onto the bench, I finish in a tall extended position. Sorry, you can't see my head. And then you're stepping back down. Sometimes what we tend to do if our hips and our core are not strong enough, that we lean forward and we keep the core crunched and we come to here and then we extend. Today, I want to see a nice fluid movement. If you want to use your arms with that, 110% fine. So making sure we're staying nice and long, nice and tall through the spine, tight through the core, extending all the way at the top, hip, knee, and ankle are all fully extended and back down. Fully extended, back down. If you want to take your foot off and replace it, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to keep my foot up on the bench. So remember to do all 8 on one side and then all 8 on the other side. So that's our first exercise, is a step up. Next one we're going to do is a box over or bench over burpee. So what that's going to look like is starting on either side of your bench or your box, it doesn't matter. You're going to get down into your prone position, jumping back up. You're going to step, kind of shuffle over your box or your bench, and then you're going to get back down into the prone position again. And you're just going to go over, back and forth like so. Each time your stomach or your chest touches the ground, that's 1. So we're doing 8 altogether or 4 on each side, however you want to count that. All right, after we're done that one, we're going right into a pistol squat. Now a pistol squat is a single-legged squat, and we're going to use our bench as a little bit of feedback. So what it's going to look like is you're going to stand nice and close to your bench. You can keep your non-working leg kind of hovering. You're going to push your hips back. You're going to sit down onto that bench, making sure that you're not rocking back and using that momentum to get up and out of your pistol squat. So keeping our weight forward, hips go back and stand. Hips go back and stand. Hips go back and stand. So we're going to do all 8 on one side and then flip over and do all 8 on the other. All right, last one we're going to do is a knee extension. Now, I know knee extension is like the machine at the gym where, you kick your foot out. We don't have one of these here, but I'm going to show you a way to do it that you can do it with an elevated surface like a box, a bench, a couch, whatever you have. So what you're going to do is you're going to get down into kind of that bear crawl position that we did in our warm-up. Your toes are going to be curled under. Both of them are going to be up on the bench. Knees are going to be more bent. From here, what I want you to think about doing is pushing the hips high and extending the knees. And then knees go low. Extend, squeeze, down. Extend, squeeze, and down. So that's what I'm going to refer to as our knee extension. So we have 8 repetitions of all of those exercises. Now remember, if it's a unilateral exercise, you're doing 8 on each side. After we've done one set, we're going to get a minute rest, and then we're going to go through the rest of the 3. All right? So if you're ready, grab your last quick sip of water. We're going to start into our first set. So starting with your left or your right, doesn't matter. Foot up on the bench. We're going into our first set of 8 in 3, 2, 1, and go. So stepping up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Flipping over to the other side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now into our box over burpees. So prone position, up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and over. Chest to ground, and 8. All right, next, pistol squat. Single-legged squat. Going in 3, 2, 1, hips back, and extend. 2, 3, 4, woo, quads are working. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Switching over to the other side. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Back and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. All right, knee extensions. Hands on the ground. Feet up on the bench. Going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Extend, hold, down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. Very nice. 1 minute of rest. Grab your water. Woo! Oh yeah. That 4th round with those knee extensions. Woo! It's gonna burn. Now take your time through these exercises, however fast or slow you need to go. Shelly's there in the comments, putting in everything in there that I'm doing. So if I'm going a little bit too fast for you, don't worry. Don't worry. All the instructions are there. We got another 30 seconds of rest, and then we're going into our step-ups. If you have dumbbells or kettlebells at home, and you want to make some of these exercises a little bit harder by adding some load, feel free to go for it. We got 15 more seconds of rest, and then we're going into set 2. Set number 2. Going in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you get that full extension. 7 and 8. Other side. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Into box over burpees. Chest down and over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, woohoo, and over. Last one, 8. All right, going into pistol squat. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Hips back and stand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one, 8. Switch sides. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. All right, knee extensions. Hands down, toes up, going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Extend. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Woo! All right. 1 minute of rest has started. Good work, team. Halfway done. We got 2 more sets. 2 more sets. Now, making sure on your pistol squat that when you sit back and down, take a second or two to actually put your weight on the box so that you can separate your eccentric or your lowering from your concentric or your contracting or moving. Okay, so make sure you take that 1 to 2 seconds to kind of break apart the movement. All right, we got 20 more seconds of rest. Whew. Part 2 of the workout. It's not gonna feel so good after this. All right, here we go. Back to our step ups. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Switch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Box over burpees. Chest down and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. Woo! And 8. All right. Pistol squat in 3, 2, 1, and go. Hips back and extend. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. And 8. And switch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Knee extensions, hands down, toes up, in 3, 2, 1, and go. Extend, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, and 8. Woo! All right, 3rd set done. We got one more. One more. Where's my water? There it is. Take your 1 minute rest, and then we're going into our last set. Then we get a 2 minute rest, as I explained, part B. Don't forget, if you had a busy week, maybe you were back to work, and maybe you fell behind on a couple of your workouts, go on over to our Facebook page. All of our videos that we do are recorded, so you can go back and look at them, watch them, redo them anytime that you want. My coworker Rich did a killer of a workout on Wednesday, so if you're wanting something that is just so not nice, highly suggest that one. All right, last one. Last set of these. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Step up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And switch sides. And up. 1, 2, bench over burpees, chest down and over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, and 8. Woo! All right, pistol squats, going in 3, 2, 1, and go, hips back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. There we go. I was going to 10. I just like pistol squats so much. All right, switch to the other side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, last one, 8. All right, the dreaded knee extensions. Last set. Hands down, go, and extend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Woo! Alrighty. 2-minute rest. Good job, team. Part 1 done. We got 2 more. We got 2 more. Keep moving around. Try not to sit. Keep that blood flow moving. All right. Next part of our workout, it's going to require a little bit of jumping. So we have 3 exercises. We're going to do each of them for 45 seconds with a 15-second break or 15-second transition in between. So the first one is going to be a jumping split squat on each side right into a jump squat. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So you're going to start back in your split squat. You're going to jump over to the other side, extend and place, and then you're going to go into your jump squat. All right? So a little quicker. We're here, here, down, up. Here, here, down, up. So that's what our first exercise is going to look like. So 2 switching jump squats, 1 on each side, into a jump squat for 45 seconds. Next exercise, exercise number 2, is a forward and backward moving prisoner squat. So, starting moving forward first, take your hands, interlace them behind your head. Take a nice wide stance, so wider than shoulder width apart, and you're going to sink down into a nice wide sumo squat. So now, keeping the chest up, try not to let your chest face the ground. Keeping it up, you're going to walk forward, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, forward, 2, 3, back, 2, 3. All right, so we're doing 3 forward and then 3 backward for 45 seconds. And then if that doesn't tire out your legs enough, we're going into up and overs on our bench. We're not quite done with this. So, similar to our step-ups and similar to our box over burpees, except there's no burpee. So, starting with 1 foot up on the bench, as you switch over to the other side, this is going to become your leg over on the other side, and this is going to become your leg up on the bench. So, as we move up and over, the leg that's on the bench switches. So these are our up and overs. That's what I refer to them as. So we go up and over, up and over, up and over. So we have our up and overs for 45 seconds, and then we have a 15-second break. All right, so I've given you about another minute and 20 seconds of rest than what was intended, but that's all right. That's all right, you deserved it. Because this next set is not going to be fun. All right, so let's stop our rest there. Getting ready for part B. So just as a recap, we have our switch splits into a jump squat. Then we have our prisoner squats forward and back. And then we have our up and overs on the bench. And then after we're done those three, we get a lovely 1 minute rest again. All right, are we ready to go? So taking that split stance, going in 3, 2, 1, and go. So switch, place, and jump squat. And switch. Woo! We're almost halfway there. We got 15 seconds. Woo! Quads are on fire. How much time we got? Done in 3, 2, 1, and rest for 15 seconds. Next, going into our prisoner squats. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. So we have 3 moving forward, then we have 3 moving back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Making sure we're staying nice and low. 25 seconds. Woo! Quads are feeling it. We got 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Done in 3, 2, 1, and rest. 15 seconds. Well deserved. All right, into our up and overs. Whew. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Up and over. Oh, up and over. There we go. Try and get a little bit of height over that box, over that bench. And smile. These are fun. Not after those prisoner squats, that's for sure. All right, we got 20 seconds left, and then into our rest. Ten seconds. Done in 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, 1 minute. Give those legs a little bit of a shake. Quads are burning. Woo! Oh man. What a terrible trio. Terrible. That's all right. Alrighty, making sure to keep sure that you're moving around. We're not just sitting. Taking some water. Take a nice deep breath into the nose, fill that diaphragm. Bring that heart rate and blood pressure back down on our rest. We have 20 more seconds. I hope all y'all are hanging in there with me. We have 15 more seconds. And then we're going back into our switch splits. Make sure your bun or your pony is tied nice and tight so it's not in your face like mine was. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and go. And switch and jump. Woo! If you're not feeling the jumps, just reverse, step, squat, extend. Reverse, step, squat, extend as a modification. We've got 10 more seconds. Done in 3, 2, 1, and rest. 15 seconds. Oh man, into those prisoner squats. 10 seconds. Woo! Shake those babies out. We know what's coming up. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Forward, 2, 3, and back. 2, 3, and forward. 2, 3, and back. 2, 3. Woo! And back. 2, 3. Keep low. Oh man, we got less than 10 seconds. Oh no, I lied. We got 20. And back. 2, 3. Now we got 12 seconds. Here we go. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and extend. 15 seconds into our up and overs. Woo! 10 seconds. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Up and over. Oh yeah. Mind over matter. Here we go. Come on. Tell those legs what to do. Up and over. There we go. Good work, team. Up and over. Oh yeah. We're earning this long weekend right here, right now. We got 20 seconds. Almost there. And then we get our minute rest. 15 seconds. Don't leave me hanging. Done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Alrighty, 1 minute. Then we only have one more set. We got 3 sets. Oh boy. And then we're done with legs after this. We're done with legs after this. Woo! Oh yeah. We got 40 more seconds of rest. And we got one more round. Don't you quit on me. You showed up, you tuned in, because who wouldn't want to hang out with me for an hour on a Friday? Yeah, yeah. I know Shelly is. She's here hanging out with me. All right, we got 15 more seconds of rest. And then we're back into our switch split, into our jump squat. Oh man, I'm sweating. My hair is everywhere. That's when you know you're having a good workout. All right, here we go. Resetting in 3, 2, 1, and go. And up, there we go. Get that jump in. "25 seconds. Keep it in. There we go. Less than 15 seconds. Woo! Woo! 5 seconds. And done. All right. 15-second rest. All right. 1 done. 2 to go. Into those brutal prisoner squats. In 3, 2, 1, and go. 3 steps forward, and then 3 steps back. That's 15 seconds. 30 more. Oh, those quads, they burn. seconds. And then we're done with these. Done in 3, 2, 1, and done. 15 seconds. All right, we're almost there. Last set of up and overs. We can do this. We can do this. We've done 2 sets. We got one more in 3, 2, 1, and go. Up and over. Up and over. Try and maintain a consistent pace the entire time. So the point is not to come in at 100% and finish off at 50. Woo, 25 seconds. The quads, we feel them. I am so sorry if you did Audie's workout yesterday and mine today. Your quads will be super sore. 10 seconds. Done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Woo! Okay. Let's reset this. There we go. All right. How are we holding in there? Woo! Keep it moving. Grab some water. All right. Almost there. Now, we're going to finish off with a little bit of core and a little bit of shoulder. So, you can push your bench off to the side. As we are done with that. And you're going to need your mat back. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, little core, little shoulder conditioning before we get into our well-deserved stretch, and then I will send you off into your long weekend. All right, so we have 4 exercises. We're going to do 30 seconds of each of them with a little 10-second rest in between to transition into the next one. All right, so first exercise is in a high plank, and we're going to do a cross-body mountain climber. So what it's going to look like is you're going to take that high plank position, and then from here, you're going to take right knee to left elbow and back. Left knee to right elbow. Right knee to left elbow. So we are crossing our leg through our midline to the opposing arm. So we have 30 seconds of that in our high plank. After we're done that, we're going to go into a low plank, into a Spider-Man. So now what that's going to look like is we're going to be low plank, and now we're doing knee to same elbow. Knee to same elbow for 30 seconds. The next 2, I refer to these as grapplers, as I'm not too sure the exact proper name of them, but it's a supine position. Your legs are going to be up at 90 degrees. You're going to take one hand and you're going to reach it inside and touch the ankle of the opposite leg. So I'm touching right hand to left ankle. And then you're going to take left hand to right ankle. But you want to stay crunched or engaged the entire time. So you're not letting your upper body fall back. So you're keeping crunched, and it's a reach, 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 reach. So it's a very small, intricate movement. Last exercise we have is a reverse crunch. So, not a leg lift, a reverse crunch. From here, arms are placed down by the sides, legs are extended. You're going to bend the knees in towards the chest, and then you're going to lift the hips up off the ground and control your lower. So knees towards the chest, lift, and reverse down. So we have a reverse crunch for 30 seconds with a little 10-second transition in between. All right, we have only 2 sets, and then we're going to do a quick stretch, and I shall send you off because you absolutely crushed this workout. All right, so if you're ready, we're going into our tall plank, into our cross-body mountain climber in 3, 2, 1, and go. So right knee, left elbow. Make sure to breathe. Over halfway. Switching in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Now down into our low plank, into our Spider-Man. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 30 seconds. Fifteen seconds. Done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 10-second rest. Alrighty, going into our grappler, so on your back. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 30 seconds. So we're reaching hand to opposite ankle. And we're just kind of rolling, I think that's right. Correct me if I'm wrong, Danielle. From side to side. Almost there, we got 10 seconds. Done in 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest, reverse crunch. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Bend the knees, lift the hips, and control back down. Halfway there. Done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, what time are we at here? Oh man, okay. Well, you know what? If your hair looks anything like mine, we crushed this workout. So I think we're okay with one set today because I want to give you a stretch because we worked those quads so hard. So if you want to do another set, go for it. But for all of those at home who got some plans and are waiting for their stretch, let's get right on into that. Now, don't think that this is going to be a trend because I usually like to finish the core part, but it's a long weekend and let's get on into it. All right, finishing off with our stretch, refocusing that breath in and out into the diaphragm, bringing that heart rate, that blood pressure back down, taking a seated position down on your mat. Great workout. Well done, team. Going into a single leg hamstring stretch. And reaching for the toe. Keeping that breath in and out through the nose. And switching over to the other side. And both legs extended out in front of you and reaching for your toes. Staying nice and long through the spine. Taking a sideline position, grabbing the quad, grabbing the foot, into the quad stretch. Squeeze those hips. Pull them forward. Nice stretch in the quads. And reversing over to the other side. Sideline position. Squeeze the glutes, pull the hips forward into those quads. And relax, flipping over onto the back, going into a figure 4 stretch. Getting a nice stretch on the outside of the glute. And switching over to the other side. And release, flipping over into a prone position. Hands are directly underneath the shoulders, pressing up into a nice passive back extension. And breathe. And lower. One more here. Press and extend. And lower. All right, team, that is your Friday workout with me. I hope everybody has a great long weekend, a well-deserved long weekend. Take care, and we'll see everybody back here next week, starting on Tuesday, Wednesday, 2 classes on Thursday, and 2 classes on Friday with our remote locations. As always, if you're looking for a couple workouts to get you through the weekend, head on over to our Facebook page. We have some awesome mobility and some awesome full body sessions that are all there for you to use. All right, everybody, see you on Tuesday. Take care.